Hi, I'm George Katsopoulos, a UCL postgraduate computer science student. For my project with IBM, I created the IBM Watson A.I Legal Executive. A UK newly qualified lawyer can spend up to 35% of their time conducting legal research, and the goal of the Watson A.I Legal Executive is to use IBM Watson machine learning and natural language processing capabilities to help cut down on this time and make legal research more efficient. Now, the way in which the Watson AI Legal Executive achieves this is the following. The user, the legal professional, can upload as many cases as they want to create a corpus, essentially the cases they're working on at the moment. Then they input a single case, and the Watson AI Legal Executive will tell them which case from the corpus is the most relevant, why it is the most relevant in terms of keywords, and it'll also give a similarity score, which acts as a relevance score. Then the legal professional can go further and find out which part of the most relevant case is the most relevant to the input case. This is the main feature of the Watson AI Legal Executive, and the other feature is that the user can upload a single case. The AI Legal Executive will analyze it, and it'll create a visual representation of the most, a graph of the most important factual and conceptual concepts discussed in a case, meaning that the legal professional can quickly see what the most important parts of the case without actually having to read the whole case. Okay, enough talk, so let me now demo the project for you. Welcome to the AI Legal Executive web application. Let's have a look at the features one at a time. First, let's look at the corpus. We can see I have already uploaded some cases to my corpus. Let's try removing one. And it's gone, quite easy to remove. And let's try uploading a new one. And you can see the case has been added back to the corpus. Okay, so let's say I want to input a case and find out which one of these cases is the most relevant to my case. I will go to the case finder, pick a case, let's say this one, and click on find case. And you can see that the most relevant case is this one. The relevance score is 43.2%. And the relevant concepts are theft, the theft act, and the concept of dishonesty. We can take this even further if you want and find the most relevant part of the case. This will split the input case and then see what part of the case from the corpus is the most relevant one. There we go. The most relevant part in the corpus for this case is this one, which is actually the introduction of the case. Now, let's say we want to find the most similar to another case. Let's say this one, which actually there is no relevant case. So let's see what is going to happen in that case. The Watson AI Legal Executive will say that no case in the corpus is relevant to the input case. And now let's look at the independent case analysis. So you choose a file. Let's say this one. Click Analyze. And the Watson AI Legal Executive will return an analysis, a graph of the relevant concepts of the case, whether factual or more conceptual, and it will tell you the score for each case. So for example, tort is very important for this case with a score of 90.98. The concept of reasonable person also appears, but not as prominently, and so on for these scores. So these are the main features of the AI Legal Executive. Great, hope you liked the demo. So where does IBM Watson come into all of this? Well, the relevant IBM Watson technologies are Watson Natural Language Understanding and also Watson Discovery. I actually stuck only to Watson Natural Language Understanding because for this project the features I wanted to use are quite overlapping between the two services. Okay, so how does this work? For example, when you upload a case, the text is cleaned and then it is run through the Natural Language Understanding API, which reads the case and extracts the relevant factual and conceptual keywords, and then these are stored in a database along with the case. So then when you try to find the most relevant case, the input case is also analyzed and it's quite quick to match with the concepts in the database, and you just get the most relevant case. The similar part, the relevant part, works similarly. The relevant case is split into parts, and then Watson Natural Language Understanding is run into each of these parts. The same goes for the independent case analysis. So again, Watson Natural Language Understanding reads the case, extracts the most important concepts of the case, and then an algorithm is used to create a visually appealing and informative graph for the user. I must say, overall, I'm quite impressed with how easy to use, firstly, IBM Watson technologies. I just had to download a library so I could use it in my preferred programming language of choice, Python, but you could easily do it in any major programming language you wanted to use. And the API docs were also quite good, and it was quite easy to get me up and running with IBM Watson and start developing quickly. So overall, it was a great project for me, and I hope you enjoyed the demo as well and find the project useful. Thanks.